Friends, I want you to remember what the date is today. It's the 21st of August 2021. I want you to remember that you were here for always. How many times do we think that people, ordinary people, have stood in this square to protest against the decisions of people in there? Right? So many of the statues in this square are of prime ministers, but at least 3 celebrate struggles for fundamental human rights that only succeeded via mass, non-violent people's protest. So I say, without the fundamental right to speak, protest, assemble, and make some noise out here, so-called democracy in there will be a total sham. Human rights will only ever be used as a justification for wars overseas, but never the basis for refugee protection, environmental protection, race equality, and broader freedom closer to home. I don't know about you, but it seems to me that the leading lights of the current government were all in favour of the right to protest when it was in favour of fox hunting or Brexit or whatever cause was closest to their hearts, careers and bank balances in recent years. Yeah? It seems to me that it's no coincidence that this new drive to shut down peaceful dissent coincides with the rise of movements for race equality and against climate catastrophe worldwide. Boris Johnson and Priti Patel's government remains devoted to freedom of expression when it's for their billionaire press baron and fossil fuel friends, no matter what the cost to people and planet. So their speech is free, right? Our speech is a little bit more expensive. But it seems to me that free speech has to be the ultimate two-way street. And no one has the right not to be disturbed, annoyed, or offended. This odious police crime sentencing and courts bill is rotten in so many ways, but in particular, it is capable of criminalising nearly all non-violent street protest and persecuting our Gypsy, Roma and Traveller people in ways that should be completely intolerable in any country that even dares to call itself free. It is absolutely clear to me from the sweeping provisions in this obscene draft legislation that the government isn't trying to address a threat of violence or disorder, but a challenge from values and ideas that become irresistible when people find their voice in coming together. So I say non-violence is crucial. It is vital that none of us participating today or over the next 2 weeks should commit a single act of violence, however minor, to allow this just and noble cause to be undermined in the public imagination. And I also say to the police, including the police that are here today, I say to all of those policing these protests to please remember, that the best policing tradition lies in working with the community, not being used or turned against it. Without fundamental rights and freedoms, there is no rule of law. So once more, friends, I ask you to remember that today is the 21st of August 2021. I ask you to tell your friends and your neighbours and your family and your children and your grandchildren where you were today. That you stood in Parliament Square at the feet of Churchill and Fawcett and all these great statues, and you did so. You did so as the United Kingdom had suffered double the civilian deaths of World War II because of this government's handling of COVID. And this government was trying to shut down peaceful dissent. You wouldn't have it. We stand together. We will succeed. Kill the bill. Thank you.